will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the tight end. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Collins. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown! precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, gave the defender the business. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And the Volunteers are on the move. Try to get it to the edge. At the 35, he's got room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had a ball. That's a live ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Gets rid of it. Ripping through the defense. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Got some room in under the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. run the offense out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They run the reverse. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Inside the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. On the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Oh, it's loose.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
The play action fake. Now rolling to the left. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I think the offense was hoping the defense would be expecting inside runs, so they toss it trying to use the speed to get to the outside, but the defense didn't bite. They were there to make a negative play and now set up 4th down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Dive into the playbook here on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Collins. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception, you would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Collins trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Got him downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get some...
Nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown LSU. And once he got loose, it was all over. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sack.
But how about the speed on defense with that rush, getting to the QB so quickly? You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
That is the score. LSU 14, Tennessee 13.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
And I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. It's reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Great discipline shown by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 21, Tennessee 13.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You know, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
Slips through the line. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeper. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looking for a man. It's Collins. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Option look, it's Collins. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. LSU 21, Tennessee 13.
First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? On the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the D deny them on second and goal? To the air, it's Collins. He looks that one in nicely. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because they're trailing. They're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Third and goal coming up here. Oh, it's a reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to West Virginia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Getting some heat. Buys a little time. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. He's finally guided out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in fourth and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sampson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get concerned.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And they get the fumble back, but time is still dwindling away. They got to get it going. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He wants to throw it. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Out onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David, and how will he respond in this situation.
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They want that clock to run. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Might as well give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
LSU just trying to run out the final moments. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Going with the ground game left. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. And a short run there, and that'll end it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You